Alright, I think I'm the only one, but thank only one, but thank only one, but thank only one,
Hello everyone, welcome to another stream.
Hello everyone.
Streak Dame 2. Sorry, sort my audio crap out so you don't get Wacky Jackie or even my own stream coming back on a loop. Yeah, welcome to the stream. It's day 2 of my streak. It's probably about as long as it will ever be. I'm going to play some Rust again today, looking at trying to build level 2 workbench, so I need to do a bit of farming for scrap, so quite a lot, and I've got a bunch of materials that I want to use to expand my base. I can now make the ladder hatch, so I can build a second floor without having to have anything complicated on stairs or jumping up on top of half walls or furnaces and stuff. So yeah, here we go. We have Rust. This is my base. I've now got an extra garage door than I had before, so my research tables is this nice little enclosed off one by one now. So that's my scrap that I currently have. I've researched some stuff, but I've got a bunch more to research, but I'm holding off on doing that. In this quick status update before we get started, in the TC got 60 days worth of materials, don't need them. In particular 15,000 stone, 20,000 stone, and a bunch of wood. No ores to smelt, so kind of that's all there ready to go. Got a few bits of guns kicking out, nothing dramatic, and some ammo and traps and stuff. Some bits of components I'm keeping when they're useful, so I know I can use the gears to make garage doors and the ladder hatches. I think ladder hatch needs gears, yeah, and that needs 3 gears, so that gives me enough for 2 ladder hatches, so I can go up 2 floors, which is good because that's what I wanted to do. So I've got that going on. Then down here I've got a bunch of electrics, because at some point in this wipe I'm going to try and build an electric setup, so I'm just keeping a bunch of electric stuff. Some bits and pieces that I'm going to put in the new base. I'm going to have a bed, not the new base, in the upgraded base. I'm planning to put a bunch of shelves up in the loot areas. Yeah, that's about the size of it. Not entirely sure what I want my upgraded base to look like, but I'm going to create a armoured core. Ultimately, I probably haven't got the high qual at the moment, have I? Yeah, maybe. No, I haven't. An armoured core, some half-wall honeycomb at the top floor, possibly eventually somewhere to park a heli, but that's not going to be yet. I'm going to want some sort of... Yeah, I don't know how to do this. So I want some decent loot storage on the second floor. I don't know why I'm shutting that door. At the same time I want a shooting gallery, and I don't quite know how I'm going to make those two things fit together. Right, first things first, got a load of water. I'm going to need to go and water my pumpkins and feed my horses. It's like a proper fucking farm. No, the horses have gone, so I don't need to worry about feeding them. It's been 6 hours since I was last on here, so they have done a runner. Died. That's not the pumpkins I came out to water. Because I have more pumpkins growing down by the lake. I figured it made far more sense to grow pumpkins by the lake, so I didn't have to keep ferrying water backwards and forwards from the lake to the base. And then while I was down here, I built a fishery. Hey, 217, not the greatest yield. Oh shit, that one was any. That's good, so I don't even need to water them. Let's see how many fishies I've caught. None. So I don't know much about this fishing lark. I've never done it before, but I read somewhere that depends what you catch depends on how many calories you put in. So a pumpkin's 100 calories, but I read somewhere you only need 50 to catch a big fish. So it's a bit of a shame. So I put in the fishes because 5 lots of fishes is 50 calories. So that's why the fish were sat there. The aim there was to catch a fish, but clearly fish don't like other fish as bait. So yeah, I'm immediately onto scrap run because I need to get a lot of scrap in the bank to build level 2 workbench. Now I haven't yet decided where I'm going to put that level 2 workbench, whether I'm going to put it in my base or whether I'm going to put it in that little cluster of communal stuff there. So in case you didn't see my stream yesterday, there are 3 bases here. And the one over there with the light on the door is mine. The middle one furthest away there is Patch Tuesdays, and the one on the right here belongs to King James, who may or may not join me this evening at some point. I might have missed the window of opportunity to grab his attention, but we'll see. Scrap. Oh, we've got another hazmat. Pretty sure I've learnt that already. Yeah. So yeah, I spent most of yesterday gathering resources to make a bunch of. Yeah, learnt that as well. A bunch of shared equipment in the middle there, in particular a recycler which you can spawn on this server. Is that a blueprint? No. Which is pretty handy, your own personal recycler, even though, let's face it, so you look on the map, I'm pretty close to the junkyard and the harbour that both have recyclers. So it wasn't, and in fact the water treatment plant, but and the supermarket. So I've got plenty of recyclers within a reasonable distance, and on a PvE it doesn't matter that they're at big monuments or whatever. It's not like it's dangerous to go there. None of those monuments are the ones that have zombies. Yeah, I'm not going to let me. Okay, let's go do some recycling. I don't really care about losing one bucket helmet. But it's just the convenience and the speeds. There's so many scrap nodes because we got these electric pylons, and scrap spawns at the electric pylons, and I don't need any more clothes either. Not that that's going to get me any scrap, but you know, I've got 6 of these shelves as well. I don't think I'm going to need any more, but I do want the shutters for my new expansion. No. Blimey, what the hell am I doing? That's what I was trying to do. Let's sort my stuff out here. Okay. Can't remember what I was saying now. It's all good. So anyway, yeah, trying to collect scrap for base expansion. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I was talking about the recycler and having a personal one. So yeah, because there's so much scrap spawns around here, it just makes sense to have a recycler close to home, so I don't have to keep running off to the harbour every time I want to do any. Although of course there is the keycard puzzle at the harbour that I still haven't googled. Oh, and I still haven't turned off that bollocks with my pet on the stream. Give me a second. Configure this bad boy and turn off that fucking notification of the power-ups. Right, there we go. Hopefully that stops. Yeah, it just saves much time. But there are the keycard puzzles at the harbour, but I haven't quite worked them out yet. I think, or maybe I have. See, I'm confused. So I have. Have I got any space? I've been happily grabbing entrance through the green card door. Not a problem. Getting in through there and finding a blue card. What I haven't done is found any use for that blue card. So I don't know whether there is a blue door. Oh, no, we don't want to be losing a semi-body, do we? Let's ditch the shorts to pick up. No, not to pick up the shorts again. Why don't you throw it the direction you want it to? Yeah, so I haven't found a blue door. Now, I don't know if there is one. That's a wooden shop front, isn't it? So I don't really care about that either. It was the rug that rolled off. Yeah, there's plenty of comfort in my base. I don't need another rug. This stuff respawns so quickly as well. It's like if I just leave stuff laying on the floor and don't use it, just get in the 5, 6, 7 scrap or whatever, 2 scrap in that case. Blueprints. I don't like leaving blueprints behind though. Okay, not a blueprint that I needed. Now I want to keep the tunicam lamps because I'm about to expand my base, so I'm going to want them. Oh, look, another blueprint and gears. Definitely need gears. Bucket, you can sod off. Learn the blueprint. Oh, same one again. Shock horror. Gears. Back to the recycler. So yeah, I don't really get anything out of doing the puzzle yet at harbour. I don't know if I'm missing anything or whether it's just because it's small harbour that's the extent of the puzzle and you then got to go somewhere else to use the blue card, which is fine. Or I can take my blue cards to the outpost and sell them essentially for scrap. I kind of want to keep the switches. I'm not so bothered about the spoilers. Definitely want the embrasures. This is the problem with my scrap looting. I'm finding increasingly that actually the stuff I'm getting I want to keep because I've got a planned use for it. I'm going to upgrade my base, so I need tunican lamps, I need gears for the ladder hatches, I need switches for my electrical setup when I get it. And I'm going to want the embrasures for the windows on the shooting gallery, but maybe I don't need the switches just yet. All I need is 400 scrap, so switches don't give you scrap anyway. I should probably deposit the rest of that I am keeping before I go too much further afield. And I can dump these water bottles as well because they are not helping my space management. You belong in there. You belong in there. You belong in there. You belong in there. Yeah, I got one switch already. Didn't really need another one. I think that box back there, it used to be my recycler, but now is stuff for building and special clothing. Stick the food back in the fridge. I'll grow some more pumpkins at some point, but not right now because they're a pain in the arse. My TC is also pretty full, so decamping stuff into the TC is not as straightforward as it might be. That's my sword. Do I need another sword yet? Nope. I've got plenty of swords kicking around if I need them. Hurrah! Right, let's get some more scrap. Can I see any down at the close ones? Save me going further afield. Have they not respawned yet? No. Okay, just go this way then. There's a road, you can see Dome in the distance there. For those who weren't watching yesterday and haven't learnt the local geography, the Dome is the closest of the monuments I really like. You've got Junkyard there, but there's not a great deal to be had at Junkyard. Harbour's not a million miles away, but Dome is my favourite, so you definitely get 4 of the green, I think they're military crates, 4 of the green crates anyway, at the Dome. So they are the ones that I like going there to get. Just need to keep half an eye out for scientists. They do exist on this PvE server. Don't have to make tools anymore. There's one thing I like about... Oh, come on, get in there. Get down. One thing I like about living in the desert is you don't have to make tools because they're just everywhere. I'll finish that beanie hat right now as well because I don't want it. So many scrap sites, look, they've been everywhere. Is that a base over there? Oh, that's interesting, that wasn't there this afternoon. That's yet another good reason to move. So PvE server, so you've really got nothing to be worried about other people being around. But the fact there's somebody there just means you've got somebody competing for scrap and meaning to use that large wooden sign. Yeah, you've got people competing for your scrap and materials. Since I picked up the satchel. Haven't learnt the satchel yet, I don't think, on this wipe. No, I haven't. Like that. Now, ordinarily at this point I would be bricking it about losing that, and I would be running back to base sharpish to get that banked before I could lose it. Yeah, I've pretty much got all these blueprints, so I'm going to stop picking them up, I think. I don't know whether there are any that I haven't got yet that I'll regret missing. Is that shorts? Not keeping hold of you. Huge wooden sign. Now that's what I wanted, not the little piddly one. So yeah, you're competing for everything. Like it's another person who's blatantly here because the dome's close by. Potentially. Can't pick that up. Yeah, it's empty and dome when I want to be going there and farming. I was going to go and hack that node, but I can't now because I'm carrying too much shit. Still, hit one more. Just one more. Hit one with a box because I like the boxes. Destack, nice. Why would somebody have taken the rest of that spawn? Do you stack? Yeah, you do. Ignore the blueprint. So whoever this is who's living there has clearly done a bit of farming, but has made a bit of a mess of it, to be perfectly honest. Do you stack? Nice. So it looks like it's just a 2x2 metal base, very similar to mine. I guess that's only one story, but with a raised foundation. Is there a door on it anywhere? No, so it's a bunker. Which of course you can do on a modded server. What am I going to ditch? Because I want to harvest these nodes. Because, you know, it makes such great viewing. But yeah, the other thing, obviously, when you get to purge time on this server, say it's PvE server, so generally there's no killing each other, no fighting with each other, no PvP at all. You have to be very gentlemanly about doing things like oil rig. If there's people already there, you're supposed to just let them finish and then go back later for your go. That kind of thing. Whoever, if there's a cargo drop, it drops with a bunch of zombies, and whoever kills first zombie is claimed that drop. Bit of HQM. Kinda want that. Do I want to ditch my spinning wheel for it? Oh, my pressure pad. Splitter. No, drop the splitter. Man. Literally just going to grab the scrap. Which is maybe what the other guy did, but then he didn't take the stuff. You don't stack, do you? Oh, you do! Ledge! Another box. I like boxes because you can see what's in them. You don't have to loot everything. You don't have to smash them and leave it laying on the floor. If there's stuff you want out of it, like them metal window bars and them flares, you can just leave them there and come back later. 2 helis. I really should just go back to base with what I've got though. You stack? Nice. Don't need you, don't need you. Oh, go on then. I was trying to resist this box, but... Another hazmat. I'm going to leave that in there, I think. I think I'm going to need a root combiner because I'm planning on using... I haven't got a wind terminal, so when I do my electric setup, I'm thinking I'm going to need... Can you see up there? Did I bring my binoculars? No. Yeah, I think I'm going to use a bunch of solar panels because I haven't got any, what do you call it, windmills. So if I'm going to use a bunch of solar panels, then I'm going to want to combine the inputs, which I think is what that thing is for. 2 electrical sources into a can be wired in series, so I'm going to need a few of them, I think, because I'm planning on having something like 8 solar panels. Straight in the recycler. It's about all I'm recycling here, I think. I've already got one of them in my research box, so I don't need to keep that one. Sooner or later I am learning the road sign armour, so I kind of want to keep sewing kits to make the armour with. keep all my tuna can lamps with 1 fuel in, because on this server that's all you need. You need 1 to get it started. You need 1 to be able to turn it on, but then it doesn't consume that 1. No, that's KJ space. So he's already been upgrading to metal, which is a little bit premature on this server. I think it's entirely unnecessary, because nobody's going to come and raid you until much later in the wipe. Now, I haven't got room in the TC for the ore, so stop it. A whole bunch of low grade though, so I'm going to go back and get one of those helis if they're still there in the morning, because I want one to get later on from the base over here down to the base we've got down here. This is a very cool base location that we've got going on down there, and I want to upgrade that as well, so that's why the stream title was upgrading the bases, possibly, because if I've finished this one and I've still got time, then I'm going to go and upgrade this one, and you'll see why when I get there as to why I upgrade that one. It's Patch Tuesday's base really, but he's bagged me in there already, and I definitely want to make use of it. Right, let's get some wood out. I'm going to need to farm a little bit of wood, I think. Yeah, I'm going to need to farm a little bit of wood. Oh, look at that. Perfect. 333! Oh, how did I not recycle them? What was I thinking? Electricals. Oh no, I moved fuses. They're not in the electricals box anymore. I need to research that satchel though. I guess there's no rush. Can't do anything with it yet. So this is the box where I'm keeping my future building materials and my spare spare bits and pieces, like spare key cards and rad suits and stuff. So that I'll go and recycle. What did I get the wood out for? Oh, the wood out was for the smelting, which is happening. Don't need that now. I mean, did a quite long stream yesterday, and already like half an hour into this one, losing my voice, which I'm sure everyone at work tomorrow will appreciate. They won't have to listen to me talk about Rust. Where's my spare tools go? They're in here, aren't they? I'm going to take out a wood chopper. I thought somewhere I'd got a... I have got a chainsaw. But no, I'm going to use the wood chopper. The chainsaw's kind of cool, but I don't think it's very efficient use of the low grade. However, I am going to need to eat before I go do too much farming. Put them back in there and plant them later. Should we go down and see if we caught any fish? Just while it's night, I don't really want to do too much, but maybe I could start the base upgrades. So my plan is to put a layer of honeycomb around that central core, a ladder hatch up to a second floor. There's somebody doing something over there. Is that guy that we saw out farming, or is that a scientist? No, you're kidding me. I gave up 2 pumpkins and what I got was 10 fish. Can I have the pumpkins back, please? Next time I'm putting cactus flesh in there. What a fucking waste. So the fact that the lights all come on at night and I've got lights in every room does light this place up like a fucking Christmas tree. Oh yeah, and I put one outside as well. I was trying to light this, but it's too far away, so you don't get any lighting benefit from it. How full is my water tank though? Getting there. It's been quite handy for watering the pumpkins that I'm growing up here by the bases. Right. I should really close it, because even though it's PvE, somebody can still just walk in the door. There's nothing to stop people going into places that aren't locked. And then I've got to somehow get them out, and if they kill me, then I'm in the base, and I've got to somehow kill them from inside the base without letting them get any further. Now I could, maybe I should think about this and put a bag in either Patch or KJ's bases, because mine's the one that's lit up and that everyone's going to see and come and find. Theirs will be, KJ's probably looks a bit more glamorous. I'm not worrying too much about upgrading to metal. I know I've got a bunch of metal, I haven't got enough, but I'm not worrying too much about farming it. I might need a bunch soon for boxes. So this was to go and get the helis, wasn't it? I don't think I really want to do the helis in the dark. Although it's 4 o'clock, by the time I get to where they were, it won't be dark anymore. These torches really don't reach very far. Not sure they're actually useful. The silhouette of the skyline seems to be far more useful. Check that I don't get wet. And then when I reach the road, I can trace it along and find those helis. Oh, that is in the distance. Bandit camp, is that over there? No, that's before Dome. Oh, I know what that is. That's the right, which direction were they? I don't think they were this way, were they? The guy's base was over there, that scientist is over there. I think they were up this way. I did have a heli, and KJ had one as well, parked at our bases or on our bases, but they did not last very long. Food, definitely stop for food. Since the fuel is the only thing left, might as well grab it. I don't think there were any other barrels there, were there? There's the helis. Knew they weren't far away. Oops. No. Need the knife, to be honest, but I've never tried recycling one actually. I wonder what you get for recycling one. Right, that one is 622 health. That one is 761, so we'll go with this one. I hate now they've changed something. You now have to put the fuel in before you get on the heli, which is very annoying because it just creates the risk. of somebody stealing it. Not too much height. I'm not very good at managing the height. I'm not going to land on my base, but I am going to kind of line up over it and land just the other side of it. Except I'm not, because, you know, can't fly. That wasn't too bad. I'll take that. I will take that as a successful flight. Yeah, so this stuff, never eat it myself because, you know, it makes you ill as often as not. But horses don't seem to mind it, so I'm now keeping it to feed to horses. What do I get for this here knife then? I thought I might get some high quality out of it. Now Heli is not out, so that must be a Chinook. Or not. Maybe Heli is out. I'm just looking at the indicator at the bottom of the screen there that shows it as red, which I think means it's not out. Interesting, but I can't put them in there, can I? So yeah, I now have, in fact, let's go to Dome. Let's fly to Dome. Haven't done that for a while. Yes, let's fly to Dome. Although if that is Heli, I'm not sure I want to be out flying. I haven't really got a box for stashing anti-rad pills in because, generally speaking, you don't really need them. But it's kind of handy to have some around. I guess it's even more handy if you actually take them with you, but it sounds a lot like there's a bloody heli out there. I've only came out here to repair the heli. Come on. Wait, what are you doing? Definitely is a heli of some description that's not a mini copter in that direction. I can never tell the difference from the sound of the normal heli and the Chinook. Apparently there is a difference, but I can never tell. So if I'm gonna fly to Dome, I need to ditch all my weapons out of my hotbar. I might take a little bit more fuel. I know I shouldn't need it, but I'm a terrible pilot, so it's going to take me a lot of effort to land. So doing this for the shits and giggles, really. You guys might get a kick out of it because I'm probably going to crash and die. Oh, is that the heli over there? Yes, it is. So there is definitely a heli on the prowl. Now hopefully it doesn't care about me flying in this. Now normally I do two things wrong when I'm flying this heli. A, I steer too much with the rudder and not with the angle. And B, in fact three things wrong. I go too fast and I have too much height. So when I try and land on somewhere like this, I'll be too high to get down on it easily. So I'm trying to lose a bit of height on the approach here. Just slow down a little bit. No, shit! Shit, rad dude. Well, I fucked that good and proper, didn't I? Never mind. We'll climb it instead. I was so close as well. If I'd have just got a little bit more forward, I was trying to slow it down and I slowed it down too much. So instead of... well, it's big. The problem was that I was going to only land on with the front wheel, so I needed to either get a bit more altitude or... at least I know that the crates are up there. I'm not doing this for no purpose. Which is quite handy to know. Yeah, so I was only going to get the front wheel on, and to be honest, that was probably about the best approach I've ever made to the dome. It was completely controlled. I came in low. I didn't need to... what are they called? Snap traps. They did my head in. Can you recycle guns? I'm going to ditch that because I just don't want it taking up space. Does that count as a weapon if I've got that in my hotbar? That's a supply drop. The heli's still around somewhere. I can hear it. Oh, mini heli. Oh, you bastard. You bastard. You bastard. It's gonna nick my crates. Damn you. At least I've got all the ones on the way up. If I'd landed my heli, I'd have got them though. I could try and rush up there and interrupt him, but I'll just stick with taking these. He's done already, blimey, that was quick. Now, is there any point me even trying to do the jump? Just realised you can see up there. Like, if I then die trying to do the jump, I never get that crate because that's just way too dangerous. If I die trying to do the jump to get up to the top to get the crates that I know aren't there, that'd be pretty stupid, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm about 90% likely to make that jump these days. Oh, is he making another pass? Did he not make it? Did he fail and is coming back? Or did he leave? Now, I'm still spectacularly bad at getting down from here. I've kind of given up trying to get down the way I used to. I think I'd get my sword out and bash that. Now, where is it? Somewhere around here. Down the bottom here, I think. You can jump off onto these railings and only take a little bit of damage, which is about the safest way I can get down, because at least I don't die when I do it that way. Although, to be fair, I'm not down yet, am I? Oh shit, that was close. I've never fallen off that coming down yet, but one day I will. Or I could miss that jump, because I very nearly did. I'm so gutted that he got up there and claimed all those crates. Let's at least get the fuel that I lost. I lost because I put too much fuel in the thing. That's the only trouble with that approach. Put too much fuel in it and then crash it, and lost all of the fuel. And I've got shitloads, but I've got shitloads because I always farm these. I still gutted about how close I came to landing that. It's quite hard to stick a landing on top of dome, because that area you're trying to land on is pretty narrow and it's circular, so you kind of have to be pretty stationary hovering over it, or line up very well, be very well controlled on your approach. I'm still fairly nervous about that heli and getting out my sword. I don't quite know where the heli is. Wooden armour, kind of useful, but I don't really need it. Gonna need another sword before too much longer though. Heli's suitably far away. At least there's another one here. Actually, so yeah, if I finish farming these, then I can fly home again. Keeping an ear out for it coming closer. Okay, scientist over there too. That's over the direction of our base. Yeah, I'm going to leave those ones alone. It's not that I don't think I can kill the scientist, but my record's not the greatest. Gears. Is that a hell coming closer again? They only stack in twos then. Yeah, it's within visible range. In the direction I want to fly, for that matter. I just repaired that other one as well, didn't I? God damn it. That should be enough to get me home. Oh, there's two scientists here now. Oh shit. some more paint, please. Flying head on at the heli. This doesn't seem like a good thing to do. Oh, coming in hot. So that took 21 fuel to get back from there. And I took how much? 280 something? What is that up there? Oh, there's a water station, isn't there? I remember. There's a pumping station up there. Which makes it slightly more stupid that I brought back. Recycle the gun. Clever and Gates is way beyond my electronic capabilities right now. Probably always has been. Still, it's probably another 100 scrap in the bank. Ouch, it's hit my toe. Yeah, apologies if my room looks like it's in a mess, because frankly it is. I've been doing a big spring clean lately, if you want a better phrase. KonMari, for those of you who've heard of it. And so my living room's full of stuff that's kind of partially sorted. I took a bunch of stuff to the tip today, but I had some that I couldn't fit in the car. Oh, Kramis is bored, bless him. Right, I need to plant some pumpkins again. The trouble with horses, I don't know if I'm wasting my time with the horses, because they don't hang around very long. They get hungry and they sod off. Which is pretty annoying. But it's... I kind of want to keep some horses. Is that the only vertical one I've got? That's a bit odd. Oh, I can't... I don't need any more. Okay, I'll recycle that. Wonder who he's hassling. To be having to promise to leave them alone now. So I need to go. I'm looking for a refinery that I can have with the equipment outside. Just quickly make a few bandages. You don't stack, I assume. No, I thought not. I desperately need more space, and I could squeeze some more boxes into this space, but I just kind of don't want to have to. Where should my rope be? Over there. I bet it only stacks. No, it stacks beyond 50 as a result. Loads of sulfur. How are we doing on scrap? 426, oh, we're nearly there. Need 500 for the level 2 workbench, which is what I am currently working towards. So we're nearly there on that. I think I'm going to put it in my base. repair bench you don't use all that often, the barbecue you won't use all that often, but the level 2 bench you use so much. I don't want to have to be running across the fucking courtyard of the compound that we're going to end up with. So I do plan to make this into a full-blown compound eventually. So that guy looting the let's do that. I like to keep them nice and separate. No, don't drink it, you tart. We're not meant to be drinking it. That guy looting the dome, I don't think that was Danny Man, who I know lives near the dome. I think that was somebody else, because of the direction it came from and went to. I wish I had some of the 5-litre water canisters. That would make this so much easier. I don't know whether it makes any difference whether you pour it kind of directly on the ones that you've got growing, or whether actually just everything in the whole bed shares the water. Come on, can we see some numbers? See, they're all at 833, even though this one up here has actually had more water than the rest. So I'm going to chuck this in the middle and see what happens. Hello? Oh, bollocks. That's still 833. That's still 833. And that, albeit it's just grown, is still 833. Anyway, I was talking much earlier about the base plan, wasn't I? So yeah, I want to have another layer of honeycomb downstairs. That's kind of obvious. A bit more space, might have the occasional boxes thrown in. I sort of have a design I quite like to use, but it's probably too late to use it without doing a bunch of I will drink a bit out of this because I'm not fully sated for water, fully hydrated. Yeah, it's a bit too late to do what I really would like to do when I expand a 2x2. And I can use the remover tool that's on this modded server and achieve whatever I want, but I don't like to use the remover tool willy-nilly. I'll do it like to save time, but I don't really like doing it to make up for the fact that I didn't do something right in the first place, or didn't think forwards properly. Good hit. So let's get the last 75 scrap that we need for the level 2 workbench, and then let's go to this one first. Do it over here because the scientists are all on the road. I love the fact that it spawns boats all the way around this lake, and it's just a lake, you can't go anywhere. It doesn't connect to anything. Food, yes, food. Horsey food. I might even just leave the horsey food sat in the trough. I can't imagine anyone's going to come through and nick the vomit-inducing pickled eyes or whatever the hell it is. What are they? they're just pickled cucumbers in a vinegar bath. It makes you throw up most of the time when you eat them, so you just don't. I also said I needed wood, didn't I? Never have too much stone when you're about to do a base upgrade anyway. Oh, there is scrap here. 4 so far. Look at that. Tearing it up. Do you think I've replaced all the crude that I blew up in that heli yet? I doubt it somehow. I apologise for this not really being the most thrilling of watches. Or at least I assume it's not the most thrilling of watches. Cactus flesh is the other food that horses like. I'm going to see if fish like. Only 5 calories. Fish are not going to be especially impressed then, are they? Need to repair that copter as well. I didn't pick up a lot for scrapping really, did I? Some wood. There's quite a lot of wood from them big signs. Oh yes! We like the airdrop. So that's, as you see in the bottom left, I can't point the cursor over there without bringing up the inventory, and then you can't see it, but there you go. Every however long it is, and I don't know however long it is, I suspect it's 8 hours. Every 8 hours of play they give you a free airdrop, which is a bit of a result. So I'm going to go and throw that now because nobody's allowed to contest it. This is all a bit stupid, really, but hey, I had a guitar. I'm terrible at this, aren't I? I can hack some trees whilst I wait for my airdrop. Now, where do we want to throw it? We really don't want it landing on the roof of a building, if we can help it. But we don't want it landing halfway up the rocks, so we'll throw it over here like I normally do. And then where's the nearest tree? At least it's flaming this time. Last time I dropped one, it didn't drop any smoke. I was most perturbed for a few minutes that maybe my airdrop wasn't going to come because it hadn't dropped any smoke. I do hate these trees. Normal trees are fine, but for these ones, because the surface of them is so what's the word? Bumpy. The red X's bug out all the time and you can't actually hit them. See? All the time. Where's my airdrop? Is there a limit on the number of planes that can be doing airdrops at once? So because somebody else has called one, I've got to wait ages for mine. I can hear it, I think. Apologies if you can hear my fan, by the way. Obviously it's still pretty warm around here, so... There she is. Oh, this one's not plugged yet. And of course these personal airdrops also, this is the other bit about these trees, they're all weird shapes. You don't have to, you never have to fight for them. Other people aren't allowed to fight you for them. And there are no zombies or anything on them like there are for the normal airdrops. But they bring all the same goodies. Could give up on looking for the X on this. Where's my airdrop? Alright, come on tree, I need you to be finished so I can get my airdrop. The smoke's still going, even though it's on the way. I thought the smoke stopped. It's definitely not landing on the smoke, is it? It's landing quite close to Patch's base, actually. Don't think it's going to be on the roof, but it's close. Considering I threw that signal over there, I mean, I know it's not going to be perfect, but I threw it over there to keep it well away from these buildings, and then it's nearly landed on them anyway. It's fairly fortunate that it's landed. Oh, didn't have a spaz before. Or an M92. What bullets does that take? Normal ones. Okay, I'm going to recycle the nail gun. And I'm going to recycle the traps. But I'm going to keep the shotgun traps. Keep the flippers, because although I've only got one set of goggles and breathing tanks, the flipper's still useful. That's handy. 2 gears out of that. Keep the sewing kit. Yeah, 2 gears out of that. Those traps, hunting traps, snap traps they called them, I think, in game, didn't they? Right, a bit more wood. I'm looking to have 5,000 wood, because I know I've got a single empty slot in my TC. So I can slap 5,000 wood in that. It will deal with any smelting that I need to do as part of my upgrading the base. And of course the other good thing about this is I can stop and think about this build. I don't need to rush through it because it's a PvE server. Normally when I'm building kind of starter base is fine. You know your starter base designs off pat. You know, you're either doing a basic 1x2 or 2x1 even, if you want to call it that. 10,000 wood. Yeah, you're either doing a fairly basic starter base design for a 1x2 or a 2x2 is kind of where you're at, but when you're expanding it all takes on a bit of a different guise, because you need to think about what you want it to look like and where your loot rooms are going to be and stuff. And I've only ever designed an expansion in a rush. I've never really planned one as such. There's really no virtue for silent shooting. In fact, I'm not even going to put it on there. I don't want it on there. Building up my traps, ready for the end of the wipe. It's going to be a fairly trap heavy set of bases come the end of it. Yeah, I thought that's where... Oh, they stack. That's the result. I don't want any more trousers. I've got a box full of clothes here, and they've got 2 pairs of trousers, 2 t-shirts, 2 jackets, 2 hoodies. In fact, it's got 4 hoodies, 2 of each of my skins. It's got gloves, it's got armour, it's got like everything you could want. Now, which should I be using here? Go with the machine gun, I think. I mean, that'd be pretty good for taking out the zombies when they get close range, and I don't tend to shoot from far. In fact, the range on this isn't great either. Maybe I should be I can't even craft that ammo yet. Pretty sure I've got one in here waiting. Maybe that should be the first thing I learn to craft. Got 20 rounds, but I don't know how many bullets that thing holds in its chamber either. Should we find out? It's possibly only 2. No, it's more than that. 6. So that, I guess, is going to kill me 3 zombies, which is not enough. So I'm going to have to reload in the middle at some point, which is not something I'm very keen on. Where are my sewing kits? Up there. Nice. Not got a lot of sulphur because I haven't really been farming it because I don't really need it. Now, before I get too far through this whole upgrading lark, what do I need to make? Oh, I want to build that workbench first. Keep forgetting that is actually what I want to do first. I want to get the level 2 in place because I need it. I need the level 2. I need the level 2 in order to craft some of the stuff I want to use in the building. So yeah, back to the building design. I think yeah, I'm definitely going to put 1 layer of honeycomb around the current base, but I might put a second layer where the outer is pure honeycomb and the inner is kind of usable space. What the hell is that noise? Yeah, I might try and make some more usable space downstairs. Is there no scrap over here? There isn't, is there? Canal. I have to go all the way to the road over here. So yeah, there'll be 2 layers to get through to get to that central loot area. Is the ideal, and 2 floors, some half height floors. I was collecting the shutters earlier, but I've got a fair few now, and I'm not sure if I can even use them anyway. Bean can, that goes nicely with the satchel. I think I've actually already got 1 bean can waiting to be researched, thinking about it. Hello, junkie. thought I was going to come up on, but hey, it's all good. Blueprint, yeah, dead. Fuck was that? Huh. Somebody's just crashed a heli or some shit down there. Wonder if fish like apples. Oh, beans! Can you give beans to fish? I'm not even going to take them. Wonder who that was. Assuming he died, I'm allowed to loot his body. And if he had an AK, I'm just a little bit hesitant. It's kind of not in the spirit of the server, I suspect. It's certainly allowed. And whoever it was, I see no body bag. Anyone see a body bag? Wouldn't be all the way over here. No. I suspect he jumped at some point, which means the bag could be anywhere. If he even died. Which he might not have done. Ho hum. What did I need? Like 70 scrap. Don't even need any more lights. Oh, I should probably eat the apple. I'm sitting there thinking I could feed this stuff to the fishies or the horses. I don't know if the horses could eat them out of the can. Probably. I don't even want to carry the cans though. I don't want to carry the can. What did I drop? A ceiling light there. These tubs respawned yet? No. So I've got 35, some bits to recycle. I definitely need to keep the door controller though. So there's only so much to recycle there. We shall see how we get on. Oh, hello horsey. I've got some vomit inducing food for you, mate. What, no scrap? I been farming too hard? The game is going, no, you've had enough. Sorry, horse, mind your head. Clothes crafted, Jesus Christ. Fancy leading that. You loser. I'm gonna ditch this sword in a second if it doesn't die anyway. I managed to carry everything without ditching it. Right then, horsey. Actually, shall we... Is that another horse? It is another horse, good. Another fucking crash. Oh, I didn't put any food in there, did I? Right, chocolate. You got 100 calories. You should be catching some mighty fine fish. Do I even want to do this? I don't want to do this. I want to feed the fish cactuses. Because otherwise I'm throwing away 100 calories to get like 50. Where's that other horse? Down by the water, wasn't it? This horse is not in the greatest shape, to be fair. Fuck's sake. Have a whale of a time with those, horsey. So you can't hear him being sick, can you? Look at that, he's much healthier now. Scoff the fucking lot. Just checking whether that airdrop that's coming in was called by someone, in which case it is, so I shall ignore it. Come on, give me scrap. I think I need like 35 scrap or 34 scrap or something. Gonna be so close, but not gonna get there. It's night time again. Wow, spent a whole day just chasing scrap. Failed. Like, this stuff's not very nutritious, is it? So even if I give it to the horse, it ain't gonna help him very much. Right, let's go and get me the other horse. And there's the airdrop. It's coming relatively close. I just like... Mini heli. I wonder if he's going to his body. And just given that I'm like 10 scrap short or something, 15 scrap short, I'm just going to have a quick run round and get some more. Oh, and some bullets. Can't be arsed with the armour. I haven't got any wooden armour, and I haven't. I guess I don't need to research it, do you? How is this sword not died yet? 27. Come on, let me make my low workbench before it's dark. Be nice. Get bags. Fuck it, I'm gonna recycle the semi-body. I've got a few of them. Did I actually learn to make the semi? Yeah, I did. That is my preferred weapon, so I should probably be using it. Give me scrap. I need 8 scrap. 7 scrap even. Yes. I knew those semi-bodies were good for scrap. Oh, horse, you're so annoying. Now, I'm putting this all the way over here so this horse he can eat it, which he won't while I'm sat on him, I suppose. Oh, you fucking greedy cunt. Look at you, you're full health, and you've nicked the chocolate bar from this dude who is fucking half starving. I need to go and water my pumpkins again. And then I will make workbench level 2. Whoop whoop. It's kind of been dusk for a long time. I've noticed this on this server more than in any other. It's dusk for a while and then suddenly it's night. Like there's... Yeah, no, don't drink it. I've no idea how crucial it is that these are fully hydrated. I assume it affects the yield. If you keep them fully hydrated the whole way through the growing process, then I assume... Yeah, I didn't put any food in there, did I? Then I assume you get a better yield. And the last lot that I harvested, I got 9 pumpkins from 3 lots of seeds. Which we like. No, you stop drinking it. I'm not even thirsty. I'm not in game anyway, I could do with a coffee perhaps. See, one of them was only 250 mils hydrated, so I need to get more of this water over there. $800, $600, $900. Let's put some over here. How have you not changed? Oh, I'm cold for a change. It's normally in this location I'm permanently, yay, 1,000 hydrated. You're not. You are now. And you're not, but you will be in a second. Hurrah! It's got proper dark all of a sudden. That noise does my head in. I don't know what it is. That can't be my furnace finishing, because it's way too far away. So I don't know. Right, now I can make the workbench, and I really, really, really need to upgrade the base. I knew there was something I had to put in there. Got the flashlight already. Yay, we passed 500. I've no idea what else I need to finish that piece building. Can't stack those. That belongs in here. Somebody call that in? No. It's so hard to see in the dark. Guess they look just like the stars. They kind of twinkle as they come down. That one dead center is moving with the rest of the star pattern. They're all, oh, it's light. They're all moving with the star pattern, so that thing has dropped a long way away. Yep. Right, can I find enough box space for everything else? I can put some stuff in there if I have to. Or in here. Let's go in here. That'll stack somewhere. Sworn I'd heard noise outside the base then. Ooh, have I learnt that already? Yes, I have. What I have not learnt is the satchel. There's so many of these I want to learn. Like, there's no great rush for the explosive stuff, I guess, because it's really only mostly used for raiding. So I just need to learn that sometime by the end of the wipe. Same as most of the rest of this. But those basic 556 I want to learn. Sights, I guess, kind of want to learn. Not even that fussed about the med kits. The wall definitely want to learn, but it costs a lot. The satchels I want to learn, although it's 600 meters away. It's only 600 meters away, and it said southwest. No, it said southeast. Actually, that's like 4 squares. That's all the way over here. It's 160. 150 across each square, 150 metres. If that's 600 metres, it's like 4 squares. I'm not going chasing that. I'll never find it. I know it's daylight, but the zombies, I suppose. Actually, no, the zombies will help me find it. When I run into zombies, I know I'm getting close. The trouble is, all these bloody rocks in the way, so I can't actually run southeast. And I don't know that it was exactly southeast in the first place. And more than likely, somebody else is going to have harvested it before I get there. I think it's somewhere in J18. Should have brought me binoculars. Didn't sound 600 metres doesn't sound very far away, does it? It was 800 metres. Oh, fuck off. I'm kind of halfway there now. And nobody else has claimed it yet. Makes change from harvesting scrap, which is all I've done for 2 days. I'm kind of looking out for zombies, because the zombies protect the cargo drops. So they will be my best indication of where the hell this thing landed. So that guy's in the train yard. You would think from up here I'd be able to see it. Is that a zombie down there maybe? Plenty of bases over here. Hello! Don't know who that was. Wasn't Danny Man. Wasn't his accent, unless he was faking an accent. That's a freaky looking base, isn't it? I've still seen no fucking zombies, and I'm about where I thought it should be. You do get more interesting bases. Definitely gonna have that chicken. Did it fucking hit me? Cheeky bastard chicken. I don't really want to have to deal with a bunch of zombies when I'm not full health, you see. Is that it up there? Still not where I thought it was. Wild goose chase. Nobody else has looted it, and I don't know how long it stays in position for. But I'm running all around. Oh, maybe it's further, because it was meant to be 800 meters, not 600, wasn't it? So it'd be further this way if that's the case. Well, I've been down here. Come on, zombies, where the fuck are you? How many bullets have I got? Plenty. As long as I don't spray them everywhere. You get ambushed by fucking zombies in a minute. Miles from home. In very bad terrain for fighting off zombies. Is that the outpost? Well, I can't go too close to that with my gun out, so it can't be over there. Oh shit, it's getting dark. Thought that was it for a minute. Oh, get out of the way, fucking tree. So that's southeast. 2, 3, 4, 5 squares, 750 meters. Trouble is, southeast is a fairly approximate direction. This is the other trouble. Kinda could be anywhere. I was really thinking I'd be able to see the zombies from far enough away. Did it help me find it? I mean, they've got big fucking glowy bright eyes. You can see them from miles away. Wish I knew what those bangs were. I've heard them a lot on live servers, but on a live server I just assume it's somebody raiding. But that's not necessarily true, is it? That feels really cheeky doing that, because somebody's gonna go out scrap raiding, not raiding, scrap hunting, and he's gonna find that. Nice sign. Might meet them both. I should hope not, because this guy's not going to be very happy with me. I've just stolen his pumpkins and his horse. How many pumpkins did I get? 5. Definitely still keeping an eye out for that crate in case I find it. Shouldn't be this far over. It's hardly southwest, and it certainly isn't 800 metres. Now this horse I'm gonna let die. But I can't feed every horse I find. Could have sworn I'd seen a scientist up here. Too many horses. There's fucking scrap everywhere now. I've got the 500 I needed. I mean, it's a never-ending requirement. Well, not quite never-ending, but you need a lot of scrap. Right, guys, you can have. Oh, can you? No. Fucking hell, you were a bit too quick for me there, weren't you? You can have the raw chicken. How are you? You're not quite fully fit yet, are you? Yes. Well done. Yeah, you don't need a pumpkin. Come on, brown horse, win again. No, brown horse. Oh, fuck off, white horse. Grey horse. Thank you, brownie. Do you eat mushrooms? Do fish eat mushrooms? How many have I got? 5. 5 lots of 15, 75. Supposedly 50 is all it takes to attract bigger fish. How are we doing over here? A little bit of hydration, but not enough. So we need to water the pumpkins again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to water the pumpkins. Then I am going to make a coffee. And then I shall kill that workbench. Now if I can get 9 pumpkins out of this, then I'll plant more. The trouble is, when you feed them to the horses, you don't get the seeds, which is a bit of a pain. See, that one's much more hydrated than the other one was. I mean, me standing here filling bottles of water doesn't seem to scare the fish by any logical reasoning. Me standing here definitely ought to prevent me catching any fish. It's like there's some kind of precedence. Or does it just take a certain amount of time? So that one's now at 1,000, that one's at 1,000, that one's still at 975, even though that's the one I've just been chucking water on. I'm not chucking any more water there. I'm not even going to fill these water bottles up. Not there anyway, because I want to fill them up here. Whoa, how is that not yet full? That's insane. That's quicker, isn't it? 311, better give that some. I don't think, looking at the time, I don't think I'm going to get to upgrading the second base today. However, what do I need for a level 2 workbench? What do I need for a level 2 workbench? 20 HQM and 500 frags. And a level 1 workbench. I could put a level 1 out in the courtyard for everyone to use, I suppose. I could do that. Because what this server does is it has a remove tool, and you can remove a level 1 workbench for free. Oh, need the hammer as well to repair that. Whilst my new workbench is crafting. Might not quite have enough metal. No, 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 no. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, got there in the end. Yay, level 2 workbench is done. Save that for the end of this half of stream. What did I come out here to do? Repair my heli. Repair my heli. Just checking I haven't left it full of fuel. Got 3 horses now. There's 3 of us living here. Got 3 horses. Now what should happen, of course, with horses... Fuck me, that workbench fitted in there. Holy shit. If I wall off a compound, does that stop the horses escaping? Like, I guess they don't escape, they just disappear, right? This does not look like this workbench is going to fit in this cap. I am far from convinced. I know it's the same size as a level 1. Let's pick you up so I can get back here. Oh, fuck's sake. Am I going to have to pick the fridge up? As if by magic. got that straight, have I? That leg looks decidedly further from the wall than that one. Never mind. Seriously? That's the best place you'll let me put it? Guess I can still put a garage door there. Oh look, it's properly red now. It's the opposite way around to I had it before. Can I rotate it? Can I be asked to change it? I don't like seeing the dirty back end. Which is one rotate. I'm gonna kill this thing if I'm not careful. Okay, better. What do I need to repair it with? Let me just check my website. Repair needs metal frags, which I just put away. Is there any left? No, been far too tidy. Probably didn't need to do that anyway, because once it's down, I think the base itself, the maintenance effects of the TC, keep it going. Right, there we are. It's a beautiful level 2 workbench. And on that note, I'm just going to pause the stream, leave you to look at the beautiful workbench. I could do without that saying use though. Never mind. I'm going to leave you to look at the beautiful workbench while I go and quickly make a coffee. I'll be back in a second. Oh, you picked your moment, Patch. Literally, I've been streaming for 2 hours 5 minutes, and I step away for the first time for 10 seconds, and you turn up. How are you doing? All right. I left you looking at my newest creation. I've just made this beautiful level 2 workbench. So I put it in my base though, because I'm a mean fucker, and I'm not going to let you share it. You can share it. You can get in my base if you need to use it. But I wasn't entirely bad. Look, loads of horses. We're like properly running a cowboy ranch. I put my level 1 out here. So my level 1's usable. We've got a barbecue out here now, a repair bench, recycler. Look at that, beautiful. Water thingy. It's not performing as well. I've stopped using this planter. We've got a heli. We did have another one earlier, but I crashed it. It was very annoying actually. Let me go and get my water bottles. Yeah, it's like a proper palace. I just need to put the big walls around the outside. My next job is to upgrade my base, so that is what I'm about to do. Although you'll see from stream title that I refer to upgrading bases, and I wasn't referring to yours and KJ's here. The other base that I was thinking of upgrading was yours down in the southeast corner. I went down there last night after the end of my stream and had a quick look around, and that's a proper nifty location. I very like that location. It's not got a lot in the way of monuments and stuff near it, but as somewhere to leave everything at the end of the wipe when the purge happens. Stop drinking it. That's where I want everything to be. Yeah, it's got a road, so it's good for scrap. It's got a recycler on hand, so we don't need to worry about making any more. Yeah, it's definitely good for looting scrap type stuff. And it's not a million miles away from the sewer branch and Oxham's and even the airfield and the outpost. And there's a lighthouse as well. So between the roads down here, the outposts, gas stations, there's plenty of loot around. That's fine. I figured you wouldn't mind me just taking over and upgrading. I've put a bunch of cool stuff in it for you. Oh, let's see if I've caught any fish. I've gone proper farming mode. So yeah, well, I was going to expand the footprint when I upgrade it, because I think you can go not out the front side but out the back side. I think you can go further out that way without it becoming obvious and being too visible to too many other people. Yeah, you got some fishies. I'm going to leave them there actually, because that supposedly can attract bigger fishies. Yeah, I think you can go out the back side of it and expand that way, and then I think you can expand upwards a good 2 or 3 layers is what I'm thinking. But I think it can be pretty big and still be hidden. So that's what I was going to look at doing, and I think because of where it is, without saying too much on the stream, because of where it is, I think you can do quite a lot with that, and you can make some pretty sexy loot rooms. Yeah, well, I was going to build up to the top of the rocks. So if you fell off the top of the rocks, you'd land on the base. See, I've got hazmat now, which is slightly annoying because... Ooh, salvage, nice pick, thank you very much. Another tuna can. I realised I'd got some skins for some of the other clothes I was wearing. So I've got a high vis skin, and then I started finding hazmats everywhere. So I've got 3 hazmats. So as and when you do come on, I've got hazmats for you, even though I put some skinned clothes in your base. Yeah, so I'm going to do an expand in a minute, so you can watch me build if you so wish. My base is pretty much outgrown its current footprint. Like, I've got another rug there and literally got nowhere to put it. I can't put it on these walls because of the lamps. So I'm literally, I guess I could put it on the floor. Big water canister, no, that was only a little one outside. I decided there wasn't any point getting a big one because the little one holds 10 litres. And that's more than enough, but it's not filling very quick. I mean, I've been using little bits of that water, but it's not filling very quickly. Right. And recycle some of this. A memory cell, what the hell does that do? Yeah, don't want a memory cell. Recycle that. Recycle that. Keep that. My loot's a little bit of a mess because I've run out of space. Oh, for carrying. No, haven't found one yet. Haven't found one. Annoying much? No. Yeah, I think it is a bit weird. If I'm honest with you, I think it is a bit weird. I think it's very weird, but I don't really understand or particularly care. Don't need to research that, I've already researched it, but I've got nowhere to put it in the box it belongs in. That we want to research. Right, recycle those couple of bits and then I'm going to start building. So my plan... Oh, I was going to tell you a story first. So I went to the dome in my heli. We did have another heli. And I went to the dome and, you know, I'm not the best pilot, as you well know. And as I approached it, and I'd learned the lessons from previous attempts at landing at the dome, and I came in from a lower height. Normally I'm too high and I've got to come down a long way, which means you've got to hold steady for too long. So I came in at lower height, was perfectly positioned to just drop down, and I got a bit overexcited and dropped down a bit too soon. So my front wheel landed on the platform on top of the dome, but my back wheels weren't. So I thought I was just going to fall off that platform and get the whole heli stuck. And I was like, I don't really want to do that. So I tried to rescue it, pulled up a bit more height, and essentially fell off the side of the dome in the heli and crashed it. Now I jumped off and survived. I didn't die. But whilst I was then climbing up the dome, some dude flew in on another heli. Oh, did that notification pop up? It did. Woohoo! Thank you for the follow. Zyma Tracks. That's the first notification I've had since I set that up. Whoop whoop. I will have a look for your videos and let you know. I do watch quite a lot of Rust videos. Are they Rust videos you do? I do watch quite a lot of Rust videos on YouTube, so I will give them a look. So yeah, I was making my way back up the dome to loot it when this other guy flew in with his own heli and landed on the top and looted it before I got up there. Bastard. And he was really quick as well. He landed, relooted and was off again in like 5 seconds or something. I thought he must have missed his landing. Right, loads of stone. We're going to do some building. So my basic plan is to build at least one. I'm going to start with one, but possibly 2 layers around. I should probably decide. 2 layers of honeycomb around this core. Or be actually, no, it'd be 1 layer of usable space and 1 layer of honeycomb. Up onto a second floor, which will be entirely usable space, but will have a shooting gallery around it. And I've collected all these windows and stuff to build with, but I don't think I'm actually going to use them, because I've seen a better idea. So yeah, first floor, if you want this is ground floor. First floor is going to have shooting gallery, and then inside that, plenty of loot space, albeit with a fair number of doors and stuff, I think, just to segregate and up the price for anyone who does raid it eventually. Although this is a PvE server, Zymatrax, don't know if you knew that. That's why I can quite happily stand around out here and not die. So it's not going to get raided until the end of the month. There's a purge at the end of the month just before the wipe, so I've got plenty of time to make it safe. But yeah, that's the plan for this first floor, and then the top floor will be half walls in the middle, with a little bit of kind of loot space around the edge. So half floors will just purely be honeycomb to boost up the raid cost, and then the outer will just be a route up to the next floor, which will be the helipad that I'll build. And that's about as big as I ever intend this to get. That ought to have more than enough space in for anything I want to do. I'm going to try and make that first floor central area a little bit, not quite roleplay, but a little bit homely, with a furnace and stuff. Not furnace, a fireplace and that kind of thing. Right, so I'm shit at this building, so you can all have a good laugh at how bad this is now. I never know when to use triangles and when to use squares, but then I'm not sure you actually have very much choice most of the time. That's not through a wall. Wait. Ah, see, that's when I need a square. Let's put a square. So this is going to be just a rat run, basically. That's all going to be lootable area. I'm going to have a new doorway, so that there's a bunch of honeycomb between there and the actual route in, and then a second area all the way around the outside here that is pure honeycomb. You can't use triangles if you've got a square next to it, can you? You just can't do it. It's pretty much going to take us up to the patch risk getting lost forever. Yeah, it'll be fine, because there'll only be one door path. I'm not going to have loads of different doors. The honeycomb will be literally just all blocked off. Uh-oh. Stymied by the terrain. Anyone got a shovel? Can I dig down? Oh, you won't let me build up either. Oh, you will let me build up. Do I want to do that, or do I just let it stop there? Can I not even build there? Okay, that's a pain. So any lootable space in this area is going to have to be pretty locked down. So annoying. I could go up a bit, I suppose. just not really sure I want to. No, I'll go without. I'm sure I can make it work. Right. Stone away. Oops. Damn it, I missed again. I don't think I've got enough stone for what I was planning to do. You'll have to go in stages. It's fine. Okay. Where do I want the door then? I think I want the door over here and somewhere near all of these resources. But this is where the thin side of my honeycomb is. Oh, don't fly over while I've just... Ah, fuck it. I was just thinking that would be bad if somebody flew over right now. So I've laid out the floor base. So if he were to have taken a screenshot... There is an auto upgrade, but I don't know how it works. If he's taken a screenshot of my floor layout, he'll be able to raid me more efficiently. So I think my door is going to be over here. But actually, I've got an area. Let's do that. And then I want... I don't know how to put in the door frames. Do I have to have... Let me go and get them. It's going to get dark as well, isn't it now? Where did I put them? Back there somewhere. Can you see through these is the first question. Can I craft a metal shop front? Should I just do that instead? I put in stairs by that door. Yes, if you would like. Yeah, I'm just going to go with metal shop fronts, I think. That's not far, Patch. So that is the door. That'll be a view up, and that'll be a view up, just so we can make sure there are no campers. Did I bring any metal with me? No, I didn't. So do these things fit in that there space? Is that how they work? I don't know how these things work. Do they have to go in a window? Oh yeah, they go in a window. I want to use them. I'm going to build a window just because I want to use them. Nice, you can see through them. Right, it's getting dark. I'm glad I put a light outside now. I kind of put that out there thinking it would light all this lot up, but it doesn't reach that far. And then I thought, well, I won't take it down because sooner or later that's going to be inside the base, and I might as well just leave it then. So, my door is there. I'm going to come out this way into here to see that. I think is the plan. Give me some walls, man. And then should have made that a garage door, I think, probably, but never mind now. Oh, I'm out of stone already. No, I can't be out of stone. Not quite sure what happened there. Probably not supposed to say hell. This is a non-swearing server. What am I trapped on? Graves is one of the admins, so if he wants it day, he can make it day. Now I've run out of stone. I need some doors. Did he just make it day, just like that? He did. Nice. Okay, maybe I need to make some things metal instead. Code locks too. Right, we need some doors. Doors, doors, doors. What doors should we have? I like that one for outside. And 2 of those, please. Now, which way do I want to do this? Oh man. Should have thought about that. Never mind. So from here you can see out that way. From here you can see out that way. I guess for now I can finish this off in wood really, can't I? It doesn't have to be stone. Just need to do a lot more farming than I realised. No, floor, floor. Come on. No, you're not supposed to be square. I don't think. No. This is all triangles, right? You should come and stay, Patch, because it's going to be like a palace in here. Look at all this space. Like, why wouldn't you come and stay? How much wood have I got? Yeah, I can upgrade it all to wood for now. Actually, now if I'm going to lock all this lot off because it's going to be honeycomb, I need to think about this. I don't want areas that I can't access really being stone, because I'll never be able to upgrade them. Maybe that's what B grade does, it just upgrades like all of your walls or something. Other games, yeah, fine. Oh yeah, I didn't put any locks on them doors, did I? Oopsie. Okay, so my ground floor, give or take a big gap, is in place. Right, so this lot round the outside is going to be pure honeycomb. This needs to be metal now. And then this is the bit where it got narrowed to only one wide, so this is going to need to all be metal because this will all be locked off until there. And then this is back to honeycomb. I almost have a vision for how this is going to look. Config test, seriously? You do that much just to avoid coming and visiting my base? Right. Alright, that can be my inner sanctum. This is all honeycomb, and we'll lock off from there. It's clearly going to have to be a doorway, but let's make it a garage door. Yeah, you got a month. You've got till pretty much the end of the month. In fact, it might even be more than a month because it's the first Thursday of the next month. So depending on how the calendar falls. Right, so this lot is all going to be usable loot space. This, I think, is where I will put my hatch to upstairs. I suppose I haven't got enough stone to upgrade that stone, so we'll go to metal. Feels so unnatural. Upgrading to wood. Yeah, I guess the shoot him's at scientist. I had an interesting experience earlier. All of this rat run right round the outside is going to be pure honeycomb. All the way round to here. There was a guy who crashed his heli, and I was trying to work out whether I was allowed to loot his body. I think looting dead bodies is okay on this server, but I'm not certain. Right, so in the door, garage door this way. How many doors do I want? 1, 2, 3. Another one there, 4. One there, 5. Let's make that a wall. I don't want to make all of these like a full honeycomb in here. I want to make it enough doors. What the fuck was that noise? Is that horse out there? So anyone looking in is going to see these two walls, and if they look really closely they'll see a garage door actually here, and that should be enough to stop them wanting to come in, I think. Oops. Not really mean to make them metal, but of course I haven't got any stone, have I? Horses, you haven't got any food. What do you keep sticking your head in there for? So then I can have a bit of loot in here. Let's make this one more doorway. Did I make that a doorway? I did not want that to be a doorway. Oh, that's the doorway over there. Okay, that's good. This I want to be a wall, but not until I've done all the honeycombing. No, I can get round there from the other side, so okay, let's wall that off. Okay, it's my inner sanctum. I need some doors. Right, are there any twig anywhere? Can you see any twig? I can see a big hole. Don't worry about the big hole. Let me go around the outer ring as well. This is going to be such a bitch getting into this space. I'm going to love it. Right, so I see no twig. Now I need to craft my ladder hatch to get upstairs. For which I need 3 gears and some other stuff. Oh yeah, a ladder, which I only just learned how to make. Is it only one ladder? Yeah. If this level 2 workbench has been what stopped me expanding this base sooner. I've had all that stone and stuff for ages. In fact, it's just been dwindling away. I haven't farmed any stone or metal or wood. Well, no, I did a bit of wood earlier. No stone or metal for ages. But yeah, just needed the level 2 workbench to be able to actually make the stuff that I needed. I can make the syringes now. I've learned how to do that, but I needed a level 2 workbench to make them. The guns, I've got some guns researched, but I couldn't make them without level 2 workbench. But because I'd spent... To be fair, that should come up in the thing. It must be scientists, because the zombies get put up on there in the chat if you kill a zombie. Unless somebody's building and has shot down some stuff in their base. Well, we've got neighbours, by the way. I'm going to eat some of these fish. I don't think they're particularly useful, the fish, but... yeah, there's a guy just about here somewhere. He's built a 2x2 metal base, so he's going to be competing with us for all this scrap on the roads and for the dome, which is quite annoying. Right, let's go and... oh, I need a fucking thingy as well, don't I? Go that way, because that's the end of the road. Hurrah! What the fuck is that? Shit. I need to move that light. What is that? This is my Central 4, isn't it? So this needs to be armoured. So that is the... two. Yeah. 3, 4. That's my Central 4, so one of them, a lamp is poking through the roof. I'd never noticed that before. That's like a massive giveaway for a raider, because you only put lights in rooms you use. So I think that's where my workbench is, isn't it? It's here. Okay. Right, I need to craft a garage door. In fact, I need to craft lots of garage doors. Fuck me, I can't even get down the ladder hatch. Oh, come on. Thank you. That's a good point. I maybe could have done. Maybe could have done. It's definitely not that one. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, must be that one. It's not the one I thought it was. Oh no, it's that one over there. It's this one over here. Right. Garage doors. In fact, I might have one. Did I have one? Got lockers and a bed and loads of shelves, but apparently not a garage door. I could have sworn I'd got one saved somewhere. Where are they? There. 300 frags. I really want to use this one, but I know that's not. I only actually want to use that for a mini copter door, and that's not what it is right now. So I'm going to craft 2 of these. I don't know why I didn't just do 2 in the first place. Oh, I can afford a 3rd one. Yeah, okay, let's do a 3rd. I might have done. I've researched the garage door quite early, but I think maybe I put it here. Maybe it's this one. I mean, at least, although I've just made loads of these things, you can just leave them open, so it's not going to be a problem. Oh, I should maybe put like a roof on here, perhaps. And I probably should make some more of these. Damn it, need more frags again. Where am I going to put this other garage door? It feels like I should put it here. There's a fly keeps landing on my hand. It's very annoying. Right, I need all them tuna can lamps that I've been stashing now. Oh look, so they're 30 seconds there. And if I come around here and make them, they're 7.5 seconds. Whoop whoop. No. Of course, the annoying thing if you do come and visit Patch, although all these doors will be open, you will eventually probably end up having to... Why is that 13 seconds to finish? Do I have to stay within range of the workbench for it to be quick? Oh man! If you leave the reach of the workbench, it goes back to the normal craft time. That's annoying, didn't know that. Don't need to lock the doors. Yeah, you will end up having to put your number in all these doors. Yeah, thank you, Graves. Not an issue right now. Are you Graves as in Graves on this server? I mean, at least the one in there's got a lock on it. It may not be locked, but at least it's got one, unlike this one up here. There we go. Welcome. Feel free to get a full layout of my base whilst you're here so you can raid me easier when it comes to the purge. That one, I guess you mean. Come back. Oops. Well, that's interesting. It doesn't lock. Ah, it does lock. I just haven't actually locked it. How did I unlock it? Weird. Right, anyway, where was I? Okay. You might, yeah, Danny will take ours because we managed to upset him yesterday. He flew over in a heli and he came down to say hello. And me and one of the other guys, we've got a bit of a compound going on. Oh, nail cut. I almost can. So we've got a few bases together here. One over there that are kind of early stages, and we might make a compound around them eventually. But anyway, Danny landed in here and we were having a bit of a chat. And I jumped in his heli just for a laugh to make out like I was going to steal it. And then the other guy I was playing with jumped in it and took off and very nearly crashed it. And he landed it again and gave Danny some fuel to make up for the fact that he'd nicked it. But then Danny decided to demonstrate how the PvE restrictions work, so you can shoot at somebody and they don't take any damage, because we're new to this server, right? This particular mate of mine had never played this server before. I played it for like 3 days in the last wipe just to get used to it before this wipe. And so Danny shoots this guy and obviously nothing happens. Then conversation ends and Danny flies off, and this mate of mine decides to test out this shooting thing by shooting at Danny in his heli. But of course he's hitting the heli, not Danny. And he nearly destroyed his heli and killed him. Yeah. Happy days. Right. Shit, I can't remember the way in now. My entrance has moved. So we managed to annoy Danny by very nearly killing him, so we're pretty sure he's going to come and raid us first. I've already lost my way around this base. You haven't got a 5 litre water canister I can have you, Graves? We're really fed up with lugging around water in little 250ml bottles. But yeah, I'm enjoying this server, it's good. Live on a lake. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't build a bit closer. My pumpkins keep dehydrating. Oh, they're fully harvested. Oh, that one wasn't quite finished. Whoop whoop. 9 pumpkins. Any fishies? Some fishies. Fishing seems spectacularly inefficient. Oh yeah, I didn't put any fuel in that one. Oh, can you? So I don't need the planter at all. That's the result. Because it was getting bloody annoying watering pumpkins all the time. My base is so pretty now. Yeah, I've used planters for growing stuff inside a base before, but then you struggle to get enough light and it doesn't really work very well. Patch, you were involved in trying that. I don't know if you're still here. You were trying to grow stuff indoors, weren't you? I might take one of these doors off temporarily because that whole airlock thing's just annoying now. Until the purge. Right. So that was the beginning of my upgrade. Now I need a shitload more stone to finish it. Bollocks, what have I put in the gap that was in there? No, wrong box. It sort of worked. Running around naked, yeah, that's true. You like running around naked. No comment. Right. Put these lamps down in my new bit of base. Patch, you see I've collected all the electrics we might need. Yeah, they are pretty useless, and it's annoying. Was it quite a lot of wood? Planters. Yeah, it's a fair amount of wood and tarps. I had to go farming specifically to find the tarps. That was kind of annoying. Right, so we got one there. Let's put one there. Don't really want one anywhere around there because I'm never going that way. I really want another garage door there. Enjoy. I will come across you at some point, no doubt. I'll see you when I see you. Feel free to throw a follow. I'm desperately trying to get my following going. Try and get to an affiliate status since I've decided to take this streaming thing a bit more seriously. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Ooh, where's my hammer? My wall's the wrong way round. I bet Graves had noticed that as well and was far too polite to mention it. No, it's not. I need. Why actually? Why can't I rotate? Oh, I can't remove either because I haven't got the right materials on me, have I? 10 wood. See ya. It's a bit of overkill. I only needed 10, but hey, thousands quicker than 10. Oh, fucking hell. You know what I forgot to bring with me, and I can't even be asked to go and get it, so I'm going to make a new one. No, it takes 30 seconds. It's the only problem with bigger bases. You spend a lot more time running around. For no real benefit. Right. So I've got one there. Do I want one upstairs? I don't think I want one upstairs just yet, do I? Let's put one here and one on there. Lovely jubbly. Fucking flies doing my head in. Yeah, I got all sorts of Palan's patch for your other, for your base, our base, the other base in the opposite corner. Once I've built this to the 3-story height I'm planning to, I'm not really gonna take this one any further. That'll be all this ever needs to be. Apart from perhaps a bit of walling around helipad. At the end, before the purge, I can put a ceiling on to make another floor. But your one, I definitely wanna build that up and out, possibly out in both directions. I've put a couple of furnaces in there. No, I really don't want to. It's the only point of doing that is if you're going to be a roof camper and you can't shoot anyone. So what's the point? Unless I'm going to sit at the purge at the top of my tower, picking people off with a sniper rifle that I currently don't have. But yeah, I put a couple of furnaces in your base, but they are so embedded in the stone that you can barely see them. So when you go in there, don't think that all your low grade has disappeared without getting anything for it, because I did actually make you some furnaces. I skinned them for you too. Right, my sole job now, I think, is farming stone so that I can finish this. Stone and wood, probably. How much scrap have I got? How much does this thing need? 125. Right, I'm going to get 60 scrap, and then I'm going to go and get a load of stone and metal and wood. I might even take my chainsaw. Oh, you didn't have enough. You'd been trying to collect it from the barrels and stuff to make a furnace, I think, but you didn't quite have enough for a furnace. You'd got 36, I think it was. Oh shit, there's a scientist over there. Should we have a go at a scientist just to do some PvP? Just for a laugh, because, you know, I haven't done any of that. Well, not PvP, but PV something. I don't want to lose my tools. Not that I'd permanently lose them, because I'll get them back, but... Oh, I can make some... what's-its, can't I, now? Yay! Cloth, metal frags, and low grade. Cloth, metal frags. So I've got 1400 low grade. So I'm working on an assumption that we're going to start at some point hellying between that northern base and the southern base, and possibly one in the other corner that I was talking about building in. Ooh, where did I put that? Oh, did I put it in there for research? Can I not already make them? Now I could craft a SAR, because that also was what I was waiting for level 2, but actually I haven't got any of the ammo yet. Yeah, I can't craft the ammo for it. Well, as and when you're here, but as in me and KJ. Our timing didn't quite work again today. He dropped me a message saying he was going on Rust. Oh, has my stream dropped? Am I still there? Oh yeah, I'm still there. My stream dropped for me then. Yeah, KJ dropped me a message earlier saying he was going on Rust, and was I heading on shortly, and I was like, well, I'm just finishing up some bits and bobs and then I've got to get dinner, so I was going to be a couple of hours. And he was like, okay, and I think he went and played on his other server instead. Right, can use his base. Shut up, horse. You're distracting. That was a headshot. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Oh, I'm so bad at this. At least he won't come and get me. This is the difference, is he can't push, can he? He's not allowed. Did I use too many syringes then? He's dead. He dead. I definitely make harder work than that than most people do. But another green card. I learned yesterday in a video that, which I should have known already, to be fair, you can sell green cards, blue cards, red cards at the outpost. Ooh, another tuna can. Whoop, whoop. For that's a good idea. I've just had a good idea. You can sell cards at the outpost for scrap. Not very much for the green cards, but the blue and red ones are worth selling. Because you only really need one at each base you've got. What was it I needed? 64 scrap to get the... What's it? I don't want the hat. Thought I'd seen some nodes, given that I really need to do some farming. Yeah, I think it's... let's have a look. Is it that one? It's going to be the last one I look at, isn't it? Hey. Maybe it's bandit camp then. I thought it was outpost, but maybe it's bandit camp. Ah, there we go. So green key cards 15 scrap, blues are 40, and I've got 2 blues, and I don't know where to use them, and reds are 80. Of course, shops aren't really a very useful thing on a PvE server because nobody's really going to rush out and buy guns. So people might buy stuff like that. Hazmat suits. But I can't imagine anyone's going to buy guns. Did somebody call that in? Yeah, Davey did. I haven't fed these horses in quite a long time. This one I expected to be dead by now because I rode him back quite a long way and gave him no opportunity to feed. I wonder if you can recycle cards, and I wonder what you get. How much was the gold egg? Was that here? It was here, wasn't it? 200 HQM. They did have good stuff in, assuming it's the same gold eggs, but that event's finished, so I don't know where you'd be getting them from now. Maybe there's still a thing in the game and you can still get them from somewhere, but don't know where. Did I make 10 of them? I thought I'd made 10 of them. Oh, I did use 2. And I'd only really wanted to use 1. I remember. Never seen Chinese Lantern? No, me neither. Yeah, I guess they do, but I don't know how you get the blueprint for it. Because all the blueprints are wiped. Like, I say, because I had some of the Santa stuff, but I don't think I've got it now. Oh, excuse me. So if I haven't got the blueprint, like, the only way I can get the blueprint is to learn it, which means you've got to find it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's in server controlled shop. Look at that. So much light in here. It's insane. I like it. Right, anyway, what was I doing? No, that's not even the right box. That's... no. The only slight annoyance with this layout of loot room is it's actually quite hard to get in the TC. It's quite hard. Right, I don't need all these meds, do I? Oh man. I had a lot of these lamps, look. I got one of these bad boys as well to go on the roof. Right, let's move you. You stack over there, surely. Oh. Right, that still hasn't achieved what I wanted to achieve, which was to find me some space to put these meds. Right. Where's my wood chopper? Wall in my TC and put my head through the hole. Which hole? I'm sure that's a meme of some description that I should know about, but you've lost me with that one. I'm sure I could have fitted more boxes in there as well, but I didn't. Like, if I'd got that close to the wall, I reckon I could have put one across there and still accessed those. In fact, I might still move that at some point. Oh, a hatch. Put a hatch above. Okay. Gotcha. That's not a bad idea, actually. But that gives the it gives a raider a direct route to my TC. I'm not sure I'm very happy about that. Right. Oh man, I want to go farming for stone nodes, but it's going to be dark. Maybe I'll stick to wood, because the wood always glitches anyway. Is that another heli? Grave salute in the airdrop. I ran miles for an airdrop earlier, only to realise. Could have sworn I saw a heli over here somewhere. Imagining it. Yeah, ran miles for an airdrop because it said it was. I thought it had said it was 700 meters or 685 meters away, but I misread it. Turned out it was 835. But I didn't actually see it come down, so I didn't know where it was. Ah, here we go. I should have put one of them hats on. I don't know. I reckon you could do that. I reckon it'd work. I mean, for nothing else, you can come most of the way down the ladder, don't forget. The ladder would open even if there was stuff in the way, and you could just come down the ladder. Whoa, glitch, 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 get out. Can't see the X's. Generally speaking, if you come across a hatch, you know. People tend to assume when they're raiding that the loot's on the ground floor. That's the first thing. because that's kind of generally the way it is. So if they find a route down, they're going to take it. And ladder hatches are much easier than blowing through the floor, so if they know they've got to go down somewhere, they'll tend to do it on the ladder hatch. Unless it's too obvious that the ladder hatch is not in the kind of loot location. So a ladder hatch kind of out on the edge of the base, they're going to look at and immediately go, that's not taking me to loot, I'm still going to have to blow through some walls, so I might as well blow through a different bit of floor. I don't need all that much more wood, to be fair. I didn't use all that much, did I? But, whoa, full dark. Thank you, Moon. Yeah, that's a better plan. Graves could do with a ladder hatch or two, I think. Not Graves. Yeah, I really want a refinery. Really want a refinery because it's so slow. Refining stuff is so slow that I want to be able to do it at home, not have to hang around at the harbour waiting for it. The big furnace, I'm not that bothered, to be honest. I think if look at the way my heli bit just lights up. I think. What do I think? What do I think? I think something. Is that a node? No. I think it'd be useful to have one of them big furnaces because the little furnaces don't smelt very quickly. And if you get in towards the purge and you want a load of... I'm going the wrong direction for nodes here, aren't I? If you want a load of metal smelted, then obviously the big furnace does it a lot quicker and a lot more efficiently in terms of wood as well. And smelting sulphur. So I'm still collecting sulphur. I don't have much of a use for it at the moment, just making bullets to kill scientists with. And zombies. But you might as well be collecting sulphur the whole wipe, so you've got as much explosive as you could ever want when it comes to the purge. Ouch. I even saw that. I'm just going to run through it. Oh, I didn't mean to eat that now. I meant to do that. I didn't come up here for scrap. Although I do need some. I came up here. Ah, there's a problem. Came up here to find nodes in rocks. Did that not drop anything other than scrap? Oh, rug. You can keep your effing rug. So yeah, I'm not convinced by the furnace. It's kind of useful, but at the same time it's quite expensive to build. Takes up a load of space. You have to build your base specifically for it. Although if we turn our area that we've currently got into a compound, then I'll quite happily stick a massive furnace in the middle of it. That'll work quite nicely. I'd quite like to do that. Right, nodes are supposed to be in rocky areas, so I'm in a rocky area. Give me some nodes, man. Don't tell me I'm cold, I'm in the middle of the desert. daytime yet. Of course, they don't have a shiny thing at night, do they? So you don't even know where to hit them. I definitely should have put a miner's hat on. Fair amount of sulfur nodes up here. Sadly, it's not really what I'm looking for. What's the time? At least I've sort of achieved what I wanted to tonight. I've got the level 2 workbench. I have done some upgrading of the base, but I hope to get a second layer on. I always underestimate the amount of materials you need to build, because a 2x2 barely takes any materials, right? But to build a layer around it suddenly takes like 15,000 stone. It's like, how did that work? Thought that was a metal node up there when I saw its shadow. Or silhouette rather than shadow, I guess. Blimey, there's ice up here. Should get some nodes in the ice. Oh look, another fucking sulfur node. Sulfur's meant to be rare. At this rate, I'm going to go to the excavator and try and get some stone there. I'm totally not. I've seen people using that excavator on videos since it was released. It's a disaster zone. There's about 20 scientists on it. It's like a never-ending pile of scientists. And then you need diesel to run it, which of course you can't get anywhere apart from at the excavator. I think people have found a little bit. So you find people who've got like 3 litres of diesel, and you start the excavator up and it starts burning diesel the minute you start it, but you can't farm anything with it from the bit where you turn it on. You have to go to the opposite end of the monument to the control room to then tell it what you want it to farm, because it can farm HQM or metal frags or sulfur or stone. It can basically farm anything, so you have to tell it what you want. So you have to run from the end. Oh, is that a node over there? It's a metal node. Oops. But I'll take it. No, it's a stone node. Whoop whoop. Yeah, so you put your diesel in at one end, then you run all the way to the other end to the control room to tell it to what to mine. By the time you get there, it's already burnt one of the 3 litres of diesel and you haven't harvested anything. And then, so you kind of have to go in 2 people, and one person turns it on and then the other one's in the control room waiting. And then once you've got it farming, it's so slow. Like, I could smash up stone nodes quicker than that thing works. And because it's essentially a quarry location, there are loads of stone nodes just sitting around it anyway. So if you go there, you're far better off just to farm the nodes and not even bother with the excavator. As far as I can tell from watching people. It's a whole lot of hassle. You can loot the scientists. They're kind of carrying normal scientist type loot. Key cards, some bullets, bit of fuel. Not diesel though. It just seems like a huge amount of effort. I'm like, if you're going there just for the challenge of kind of killing all the scientists and you know, having some play out of it, then fine. But if you're actually going there because you want to farm some stone, you're really wasting your time. I've no idea where I am in relation to the base anymore. Oh yes I do, I'm on the big ridge. Yeah, on this here ridge. Nodes, anyone got any nodes? I haven't seen a convoy. Was it marked on the map on the ones where you've had it before? Because it's not marked on the map. That's somebody in a mini heli, isn't it? That's not actual heli incoming. I had a jackhammer in the last wipe. God, that was amazing. I wonder if I can buy one of them in the outpost. Actually, that might be the actual heli. Just in case it comes this way, I'll prepare a little bit. I'm only wearing one item of clothing. Yeah, I think it was marked on the map and it's definitely not on this one. The fucking heli always comes out when I'm trying to do something. I guess it's because it comes out at the same time on every day cycle. And it's a bit like after the night you come out and you do your farming and your scrap runs and stuff, and that's always therefore at the same time the heli's out. Try and keep half a check on where I am on the map so that I'm not going completely miles away from home. Again, I was watching some live streamers today. Yep, I'm heading that way. Let's grab this bit of wood first. Watching some live streamers today, and they'd got themselves in a situation. These guys, it was bizarre. They like they got all this gear, high gear stuff, but they didn't ever take it out with them. They just went out with like little pistols and stuff, and just killed people with good guns. Like, I guess if you're really good at the PvP, that's kind of how it works. So they would go out with virtually nothing, and before they got back to their base on that one expedition, they'd be doing a raid. But in this one particular bit I was watching, they'd got into, and it was a guy called Posty and a buddy of his he was playing with. And they were in this massive compound. Any more? Yeah, they were in this massive compound that belonged to somebody or other, or Zerg or whatever. I'm getting nervy about that heli, it's getting closer. Any nodes? Oh, there's one there. There's one there. That heli's getting closer. You see it in the corner of the screen there, flying between the trees. Yes, they found themselves in this compound that they had just basically broken into. Climbed over the wall into. Didn't take a lot of breaking in, I don't think. And found a bit in there where they had not got blocked building privilege. So they started building, but they just built a little bit of a wall. And then they all put down. There was a third one actually. It was somebody else as well. There was 3 of them. And they put this tiny little single piece of wall down in the corner of this compound. And then they put their 3 bags down behind it. And these bad guys, they fought them for like 3 hours. I was doing all sorts of other stuff this afternoon, and every time I went back to that stream, they were still in this compound fighting against the same guys. And every time they were just spawning back in these bags. I can't even tell where the hell he is now. Oh, it's over there. They were just spawning back in these bags, and the geezers never found it. And they would run back to their dead bodies and pick up their guns again and carry on where they'd left off. And then eventually, one of them got up on a roof. I think this is the same raid. Might have been a different one. He's getting a bit closer now. I don't know where he is. What's he patrolling? He's probably over home. I didn't realise that's our home over there. He's right on top of our house. He's just admiring my handiwork. I'm on top of the world! I wonder if this is actually the highest point on the map. But yeah, they spent like hours and hours in this guy's base, in this compound, and then eventually they ended up, as I say, on one of them got onto the roof. They had to, like, the 3 of them had to take turns. One of them boosted 2 of them up to 1 level, and then one of those 2 boosted the other one up to the next level, and they found themselves on the roof. And they've got a bunch of wood roof panels. So he just starts hacking through this wood panel with a hatchet or whatever he'd got. And got into their base through the roof. Like massive compound. And he's just hacked into the core of their base through the roof with a hatchet. Never seen anything quite like it. And they knew he was doing it. Like, they'd been there for hours and yet nobody had been up there and upgraded it. I was just like, what are you doing? I could pay a little visit to water treatment works while I'm over this way, couldn't I? I've got a fairly full inventory though, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Not because I'll die, because there's nobody there to kill me, but... Oh, nodes. I saw them. I saw nodes. No, wrong one. Where were they? Where was it? Where were you, node? There you were. Yeah, maybe it wasn't, but it wasn't like a YouTube video that could have been set up and staged. It was like a 6-hour long stream, and it happened in the middle of it. I checked up on the rules on this server as well. You know, I said that I wasn't entirely sure on exactly how friendly you're supposed to be, and this server is the one where you have to be super friendly. So yeah, you don't attack an airdrop called in by somebody else. You don't if there's a general cargo drop, then that comes with zombies protecting it, and whoever kills the first zombie has laid claim to that drop, and then nobody else gets involved. You don't kill any of the other zombies, you don't attack the person doing it, and you don't loot the crate. I did say I wasn't coming over to water treatment, didn't I? But here I am doing it anyway. Have I got any meds on me? I'm in a rad suit though, I'll be fine. So yeah, so you don't muck about with anybody else's shit, essentially. Is that going to pump oil? Yeah, I bet it does. Come back for that at some point. Mental note that that's there. If somebody's already at oil rig when you go there, you have to let them finish. Which is kind of insane. So you have to kind of go, okay, you've claimed it, I'll wait till you've done and I'll come back later on. Same for helis, taking down the heli. If you want to take down the heli, you're supposed to say in chat that you want to take down the heli. Look at all them crates on top of that thing. Are they all crates? Where's my binoculars when I need them? Yeah, you're supposed to say in chat that that's what you want to do. Can't get down there. And then everyone else leaves it for you. And same with both the Chinook and the other heli. Yeah, I really can't carry most of this stuff. I don't know why I'm even here. This is massively radiated as well around here. I think it was in here somewhere. Do I want to ditch that? There's really no point me looting this stuff because I can't do anything with it. I know, bandana can go. Ooh, berries. I came down here to see if there's any military gear, and I know where to find it, so I'm just going to go straight there. Actually, no. What was I talking about? Completely lost my train of thought when I arrived at sewer water treatment. Aha! Right on cue, Patch. As requested. I better keep that now because I'm going to need to research it. That can go. I'll keep that. Prison gate looks quite interesting. I saw someone using one of those in a video the other day. Got loads of all of them. Can't carry them. I haven't got the card with me, have I? No. Can I remember the way down? Do you need a locker, Patch? I'll get you one. I'm sure you don't need one because you're not going to be on enough to need one, I wouldn't have thought, but you want anyway. Last time I was here this was much more stressful. Because last time I was here there were scientists everywhere. This was on a different server. You need bed, yeah, me too. I am supposed to stop at about 11 is my plan. So I'm just going to take this lot back to base. Farmed up some of the stone that I need. I might just finish the basic upgrading. Yep, the locker's the wardrobe thingy. Takes up loads of space. Oh shit. That was close. Hey Heli. You can ignore me. All of this gear that I'm carrying, please. Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm just going to go back to the base, dump this stuff, and in fact probably not even dump this stuff because I've got nowhere to put most of it. I might just use this stone to finish upgrading. Yeah, they're annoying, them lockers, because they look like they're a really cool idea, but just the way that they work is really painful. They load full gear sets. Like, you can't just put clothes in them and use it for clothes storage. You have to swap it with your gear set with the gear set that's in the row that you've chosen, including guns and ammo and stuff. Um, and it's a real pain. I seem to find it really difficult to set it up without, like, putting stuff in it. You can only put stuff in it, I think, if you're wearing it and you swap it in. You can take stuff out, individual item at a time, but to put it in, you have to swap it in. You have to be wearing it and then swap it in, which is really weird. Well, maybe, but I think it only holds 36 items. I'm not sure that's any more than a normal box, is it? Home sweet home. How many does a normal box hold? Is that 30? So it's like it barely holds more clothes than a normal box, but it's just much harder to use. I mean, I guess if you get used to using it, then maybe it works, because you can quickly put on a loadout. So if you've been killed in the middle of a raid or something, you can very quickly. Just want to check what the life is on that. I'm not gonna. It's gonna be dead before I get anywhere near using it again anyway. 411. I'm not even gonna feed the horses. They're gonna be dead before I'm back from work tomorrow. What's the chances you're gonna be on to feed the horses, Patch? No, I wasn't ever planning to build much bigger. That's why I was okay putting it where it was. Okay, no worries. I'll assume the horses are going to run away. And I will plant the pumpkins in the lake. Fishies! So to feeding the horses is actually really easy. So all you have to do to feed the horses. The fucking scientist's back. Could have sworn I'd killed him. All you need to do to feed the horses is just look at the thing and open it and then put food in. Put one in. Yeah, you can only put it in the top row. So you put one in and then you step away and it will eat it. There, it's gone. And if you sit on the horse, it shows you, the yellow bar there shows you, it'll eat anything. Horses will eat the sick inducing pickles as well, quite happily. The yellow bar indicates their health levels, so these two are both pretty healthy at the moment because I've been feeding them today. But they're not going to get fed now for 24 hours or 20 hours, so I suspect that's long enough for them to die. Never mind. Got all the wood in the TC, didn't I, just before I filled up the furnaces. pretty much full again. Can you keep fish in the fridge? Yes, you can. Right, got one of them in there already, which means the other one belongs in that box at the back actually, which is full. Now, do I research that massive furnace? Yeah, did you not see? Yeah, I got it out of a barrel immediately after, or in fact one of the military crates at the water treatment place. Immediately after we were talking about it, I was like, oh, look at that. So in fact, I'm just going to go and put it down outside. It's massive. So you're not going to expand your base all that much, are you? Yeah, the egg map, yes. The Easter map. A stack. I've got some fuses somewhere. Where are my fuses? In there. You belong up there. You belong in there. Stack. Happy days. You want to be recycled. You want to be recycled. Got another one of them medkits somewhere, I think. Oh, is it in there? Yeah. Hurrah! Oh, yeah, definitely nearly bedtime. No, that's not what I was looking for a home for. That's what I was looking for a home for. This bit I have a home for already. It's 11:02. Yeah, absolutely. That was pretty cool, the doors closing. Did you like that, or are you complaining about that? So I'm coming in here to give this to you. In fact, I might put it down for you. I was hoping it would happen on this one as well. Do I need to try and fit that in there? Let's do it over there. It doesn't stick through the wall like the carpet does. I made you a second box somewhere. Oh, that was the other base. I made you another box. You can recycle all this stuff. Ah, gears! I spent ages looking for gears earlier. Damn it. Eight days. That's cool. I bet you've got a load of scrap as well, haven't you? Oh no, yeah, I knew you'd got scrap. I stole some. I applied a 50% scrap charge for everyone within the catchment area of the recycler that I built. It's like you can all contribute to the upkeep. I didn't take any from KJ. Yeah, I'll leave the stone and wood, don't worry. I'll make sure your base survives. Your other one I'm going to upgrade, but this one I'll certainly at least make sure it survives. Right, the last thing I'm going to do is do some upgrading of some of this wood to stone. Now I've got some more stone, but depends how much I've got in the TC first. I've got just about 15,000, which is plenty enough. So if I take I'll definitely be on tomorrow. Spieling? Who's spieling? Oh yeah, you definitely need metal for the door. And the recycler is who's spieling you're talking about. Hammer, hammer, hammer. I lost my skinned hammer, I actually recycled it. Because I needed the space. How bizarre is that? I'm getting quicker at this upgrading, Lark. I can't get around this way now, can I? I really wish I'd put a door at that end. I'm gonna do this from the roof, I think. Minecraft, really? Or are you suggesting I'll be able to play Minecraft soon? Hurrah! Nearly missed that one. Get down that fucking hole. Right. Yeah, that's interesting. That's out to the honeycomb and that's to the outside, isn't it? That's why that wall's the opposite way round to all the rest. Okay. I think I'm done. I'm going to close all my doors just because I can. No, can't close that one, it doesn't exist. Actually, I was just going to check one more thing before I finish for the night. Yep, I'm going to do some more upgrading. Oh shit, I can't see the ceiling. How am I supposed to upgrade the ceiling when I can't see it? Yeah, I could do it from above. I totally could do it from above. I'm gonna have to do the back wall from outside. Oh well, that didn't last long, did it? $25. What's the upkeep now? 17. more there. Hey, I already had some left over. Guess I'll have to do that one at some point as well, so it's not obvious. Although I'll have a garage door there, so they won't see till they're through the door. Cool. There's more to do, obviously, on the high qual upgrading, but there's plenty of time in the wipe. I've got lots of time for farming. I'm going to call it quits there for the night. Thank you for watching, everybody. Patch, thank you for joining for a while. Ooh, quick bit of research before I'm finished. Because then I can make that. I'm going to leave that there. I will see you whenever I see you. Shut my doors and go to sleep. Night night all. Thank you for watching. I will be streaming tomorrow evening about 4 o'clock UK time, maybe 5 o'clock, somewhere around there.